All right, guys, Tony here, CCxRC. We're outside. Everybody's working in their yard. It's fall. We've got the Mad Prevalent by JJRC, also called the Mad Man. We've got our Dynamite GPS speedometer in here. We're going to get you a quick speed test. We're running just a 2S 1500 milliamp hour LiPo that comes with it. We're not really going to break any speed records with this, so you know, I'm not going to lie when I pull up the speeds on this because there's no need to. So we'll do a quick speed run, and then I've got a couple of ramps here, so we'll just bash a little bit. So how's that sound? Here we go. That is full already. I'm pegging it, and I'll bring it back. Whoa. Here we go. Full throttle. Let's take a quick look. We ran that for a little while. 19. All right, I had 20 before I just shot this video, so let me see if I can get it up to 20. All right, that's full. Oh, don't walk of shame me. Here we go. Whoa. There it is, full. Oh, please be on there, speedometer. All right. So still 19. So I did have a 20, I will say that. I don't know what changed. We've lost 1 mile per hour since my last test. But it's all right. It definitely gets a little squirrely when you first accelerate. If you accelerate hard, it just wants to go wherever it wants to go. And so you try and dial in the steering trim, but it kind of changes. And if you make any sudden adjustments, you'll definitely feel it. Yeah, so it's 19. We're getting that solid each time. So yeah, 19, 20 is what I'll say. 19 or 20 miles an hour in that range stock. Like I said, I did drive it a little bit, but I had some issues on the first take of the video, and so maybe I've lost a little bit of my juice on my battery. But whoa, that was a nice air. Now we're just gonna have a little fun with it. I have a feeling most people, if they get a monster truck style version of this, like this, you're gonna want to jump it. And so we're gonna spend some time doing that. Let me just rescue my speedometer. These are not cheap. But yeah, there we go, 19 miles an hour. We'll power it down, and then we'll just bash for a little bit for you. And so these ramps, all I did, guys, is one of them we found on the side of the road somebody was throwing away, and the other one I got at a thrift store for like $5. I did not pay full price for these because I know that they can be a little bit expensive. So if you're thrifty, you can find them at a good deal, and it'll give you tons of fun to work with for RC cars. The problem for me is that they're not a matching set. I really wish they were, because then I could line them up for some of the bigger trucks side by side, but they don't match in size and scale. So but yeah, I have a feeling this battery isn't doing super great right now. I must not have grabbed the right one, because it doesn't, I feel like I'm losing some of my speed already. Yeah, so again, this is very much in handling and bounce like the WL Toys 12428. It has a little bit bigger tires, more of a monster truck. It feels like it tips over a lot easier, and that might have to do with the tires on here being softer and taller and kind of rolling over. But yeah, I mean, for something that has pretty much the same build, I definitely find it wanting to turn over a little bit easier. But it jumps all right, nice and level. All right, guys, that's a quick look here at the Mad Man. It's a bright little jumper. I think that's where we're gonna have the most fun with this thing, is just hitting ramps and running it on dirt piles and stuff. So we'll take it out back real quick and just see how it handles back there. Yes, we're gonna give it one more run, put a fresh charge on the battery, and see if we can hit that 20 miles an hour again. Because when I actually start filming again, I was only getting 19, and I definitely had 20 before, so let's see. That's pegged. Now 18. Get a longer run. Whoa. There we go. That's 20. I knew I was doing 20 before. Gotta really let it go on a longer run here. Miles an hour. That's going to be top speed that we're going to get with this. So let's go ahead and take it in the backyard and see how it handles in the grass and with the jumps back there. All right, here we go in the backyard in the grass. Actually, it's doing pretty good. Faster than I thought it was going to handle. Hey, man. Don't know why it has a wheelie bar. It definitely doesn't have wheelie type speed. But even turning in here, it's not wanting to flip over as easily as I was having out in the on the cement. It's not gripping quite the same way, so it handles a lot better actually in the grass. Overall, not a bad little ripper. I mean, it's no Traxxas Slash or something like that, but at the level it comes in at and at the scale, it's not too bad. Four-wheel drive makes it handle pretty good. The suspension could be definitely upgraded to make this a little bit better handling, but it's not terrible. It's not as bouncy as some. Whoa. But I don't know. I mean, it's definitely bouncy. Don't get me wrong. It's over the bumps and all that. It's bouncing through the grass here. It's not soaking up all the little impacts and that. It's super great. You can definitely see the whole thing just kind of bouncing all over the place as it drives, but it handles all right while it's doing that. So it's yeah, and a fun factor. I think that's what we're looking for here. It's not, you know, especially for, you know, like a 10-year-old kid or something. The fun factor is definitely there because you can jump it. You know, unlike some that you might pick up other places in this price point, you're going to get something that's not going to be able to handle the terrain quite like this does. So on that side of things, it's decent. You know, if they're really wanting to get into something more hobby grade, Arrma's just released those Voltage that look really sweet. Uses a little bit different style battery system to get you into it. But also there's the ECX amp, which is also pretty good. But this thing at the level that it comes in has got a lot of fun factors. So I will say that. I'm actually enjoying driving it quite a bit right now. It feels really good in the backyard. So I could definitely see, you know, somebody like my son bringing this out to play with and having just a great blast with it, because it can jump, which is what he's going to want to do with it. It can handle that, and it can also take on this terrain all right. And it's got decent enough speed that he can feel like he's going fast, but it's also not too fast for him to control and keep on four wheels. But yeah, it definitely, I mean, it feels very, very at the very edge of being like a hobby grade. The nice thing about it is that there are, you know, parts and things that you can get for these, because it does share a lot of the same components and systems as the JJRC Eagle. But that looks like all the battery we've got. But yeah, did all right. Good little ripper.